All this intricate work and impressive construction. It's ambitious, but still, so out of place in such a remote location.
Can't a guy heal in peace? I got gored. Was out hunting for this dimwit construction worker when something comes charging out of the overgrowth and puts a horn or a claw or something in my gut. I never got a good look at it, but it must have been huge, because it laid me out. It took me 6 hours of crawling to get back here. So unless you need something right now, I'd love to get back to closing up the hole in my torso. Sloan found someone else, huh? Well, hopefully, you'll have better luck than I did. I managed to turn up some tracks outside the facility. Bit of a hike, though. Not sure if they were Killman's, but Ixal's not exactly a bustling metropolis. There was a cave system I scanned nearby, but I got attacked before I could look any further. Next place I was planning to visit once I was on my feet again. I'd start there.
No! No! I'm not going back! Stay away! Oh God, please, please don't put me back in the bag. I'll do whatever you say, just please, not the bag.
Despite what you're hearing from my friend here, you can trust that you're in good hands now.
Oh, thank God. You don't know what that... Oh, come on, let's get out of here. You do know the way back, right?
Not sure what this connects to. Now this planet, this is more my speed. Oh, I could hike here for a while.
Killman! Killman's back!
Mother of God, kid. What happened?
I was walking out, and someone threw a bag over my head. They took me... I don't know. It smelled like the inside of a first aid kit. I had to sleep on the steel floor and...
Which one of you crooks bagged him, huh?
Us? Why the hell would we do that? Waste of a perfectly good bag.
You're rambling, kid. Come on. Let's get you cleaned up. You smell like used welder's gear.
Mr. Halftown, I have some medical training. I'd be happy to...
You stay away from them. I want whoever kidnapped my man found and dealt with, understand? I don't care if it's one of your people or mine or a fucking ghost. Find them.
Of course. We'll do what we can. But...
I'm not interested in excuses. I need to know who did this. Just find my man's kidnapper now.
I guess it might have been a bit naive for me to hope for a happy reconciliation, but you brought him back safe. That's what's important. Here, you have my sincerest thanks. But now, we've got a whole new thread to pull on. What are the chances I'd be able to convince you to help us find our kidnapper? Fine. I'm sure I can convince Nevin to trim some fat in the construction budget. Now, Mr. Kilman didn't seem to have a lot of information, but I caught at least one or two bits I think could help us find our kidnapper. I want to believe none of them would. But I've been around long enough to know how easy it is for someone to surprise you. So honestly, I don't know. But I think those hints Kilman mentioned about the kidnapper's refuge are the key to figuring it out. That's right. Not a lot of proper facilities like that in the area. Which makes me think there was a building we were evaluating as a possible site for the retreat not far from here. An old research outpost. Seems like a decent match for the description of our kidnapper's hideaway. Here, the facility's coordinates. Head out there and see what you can find.
So that's what those look like on the inside.
How can I be of service, Captain?
Things.
Star Space. We're gonna do a quick scan for contraband, and you can be on your way. That's all we need. Enjoy Neon.
While we're here, you might want to stay away from the edge of the upper platform. It's a long way down.
The reviews are in for the latest ships from star yards across the settled systems. And the final scores were surprisingly high.
People joke, say those Varun zealots worship a snake.
We have everything you could possibly want.
Welcome to Newell's. Let me know if you need help with anything. Oh my, do I? That's awful. I should be taking better care of my customers. You'll have to excuse me. With all the ruckus my husband's been making at the Merchant Alliance meetings, it's difficult to get any rest. Poor old man has himself mixed up in a foolish crusade against Dietrich Sieghart, who he's angry at for paying off Neon security. He runs Sieghart's Outfitters. It's right outside the spaceport terminal. I suppose you could say he's our only real competition. If you ask me, he isn't such a terrible person. Please don't tell James I said that. For protection, I assume. They apparently target certain businesses with some type of safety assurance fee scheme. We've been spared that indignity so far. But it's absolutely disgraceful this kind of thing is happening. It's a little group James formed with some of the other vendors on Neon. I'd call it more of a support group, because all they do is sit around and complain about how hard it is to run a business here. I don't believe he is, no. I think my husband has Dietrich all wrong. He's probably doing what he has to do to survive. Just, please don't tell James I said that. I don't want him to think his own wife is doubting him. I have no idea. Anytime the subject comes up, it turns into an argument. Frankly, he's so obsessed with this Dietrich situation, I don't think he's listening to me at all. Well, thank you. I can't remember the last time a total stranger walked into our store and offered to help. It would be so lovely to see my James happy again. He used to smile at me all the time, you know. Now all I see is worry on his face. I suppose you can speak with him about it if you like, but perhaps you'd like to browse our store a bit before you do? I hope you find what you need. Dietrich is actually quite a lovely man, though lately he's been under a lot of pressure, which has made him rather bitter. When we first opened our business here in Akuchi Market, he was actually very helpful. Offered us advice. Didn't treat us like competition at all. I'm sorry, I just don't believe Dietrich is doing anything wrong paying off Neon security. We all do what we have to do to survive in this wretched city. Unfortunately, my husband is convinced that fighting City Hall is the way to solve all of Neon's problems. I think he's wrong. Oh, he'll be so upset for me telling you this. But it's such a funny story. I can't resist. James and I used to work on the Chasm Bass line at Xenofresh. We didn't do any of the Aurora extraction, just dealt with the leftovers. I was a supervisor on the line, and when the alarm went up that it had been stopped, I investigated. I find James inside a storage vat, up to his shoulders in stinky fish guts and blind as a bat. The gut got in his eyes, you see. I had to walk him to the showers, strip his work clothes, and hose him down. When he saw me standing there, he turned bright red. After the shift ended, we went out for a Terra brew and talked. A year later, we were married. Better times. Better times. Stop by again soon.
Need a weapon? Core kinetics isn't the only. Help yourself. Always keep plenty of ammo in stock, too. If it's too hot to handle, we can take it off your hands. You need to move some merch. This... Yes, let's.
All right, buzz off. I'm busy.
Keep it moving.
Hey there, intrepid explorer.
If you don't see what you need, come on in. Please, have a good look around. You won't find a better selection anywhere else. Welcome to Sick Heart's Outfitters. My dear mother would have said the same thing. The fees here are quite expensive, and I'm barely making ends meet. But I've always been quite stubborn. It has not always been easy, but I've been at this location for 8 years, and I won't give up. My business is my pride and joy. You won't find another store like mine on Neon, so please support my business with your patronage. You won't be disappointed. Yes, I'm aware of James's objections. That's partly why I don't go to the meetings. But if I don't pay Dexler, I'll lose my business. And what good would joining the Alliance do then? So, really, I don't have a choice here. If they want to fight Neon security, they can. But I need to protect my livelihood. It's fine in theory, but this isn't New Atlantis. It's Neon. Corruption is an institution here. What can a single alliance do to stop what's built into the foundation? I don't want to seem like a defeatist, but frankly, it feels like a waste of time. Owen Dexler is head of Neon Security, but he is less concerned with crime than he is siphoning money from honest businesses. But it's not just him. All of Neon is corrupt. The only way to survive is to give in to their demands. Really? I didn't know that, but I suppose they used to treat me with respect until I started paying the protection. But they have to understand, I could lose my business if I don't pay Dexler's fees. And why is that? Rosa said that? I remember when her and James first started. They were very green. It was a different time. Okay, you've convinced me. I will stop paying Dexler his safety assurance fee. And tell the Newells I will come to the next meeting. Maybe I will even bring some beverages and snacks. You can't stand up to Neon security on an empty stomach.
When you have a moment.
If you don't mind, I'd like to speak to Admiral Logan sooner rather than later.
Fishing for a handout, eh?
Admiral Logan's office should be terribly
But come January 1st, gourmet lovers have to wait a long 11 months until their space.
We also sell full
Be here when you're ready. The Hotel Bowline. Sleep with us.
You don't need to wear your helmet on this planet. You know.
Packaged food? Check. Neuroamps? Oh yeah. Boost packs.
Get upset.
We're fully stocked and
But
ready to sell.
Administrator Bay, you came by while you were out.
Well, I'll be. And all you had to do was talk to him? Meanwhile, I was so damn stubborn, I made this whole thing harder than it had to be.
Given you almost went blind, working with half a kilo of fish cuts in your eye. Yeah, I'd agree.
And I'd still be wandering around that storage vat helpless, if not for you. Thanks for your help on this. The Merchants Alliance is finally united. I don't know if we'll ever get a fair shake in the city, but it's a start.
We have everything you could possibly want.
Borealis.
There, friend. Need something?
Oh, crap. Did I leave the stove on?
What I don't sell ends up in trawl. Yeah, I know this place stinks, but it's a living.
Okay, let's settle this once and for all. Velocity
You like art?
or Chimera?
You kidding? Chimera, all day.
Then you should see the tag job on the robot and neon tactical. It's my best
Chimera's
work.
nice, but Velocity, that will get you hammered.
Are you in a gang?
Down your third
You
velocity.
sound like a middle-aged bank teller.
By the third
Yeah,
Chimera, you're
I'm in a
floating on
gang.
frickin' cloud
The
nine.
Disciples.
I don't
Maybe
know
you've
about
heard
you,
of
but
them.
that's where I'd rather be.
Yeah, I
Fork
guess
is
you're
home
right.
for people like
Where the
us.
hell did Mike
And
learn
by
to mix a
people
drink
like
like
us,
that
I mean
anyway?
killers, thugs, and thieves.
Well, let's face it, some
Now,
people
I
are
haven't
just
killed anyone in a
gifted.
while, but that just means I'm due. Only when I have a knife in my hand. The rest of the time, I just paint.
That Cyclops should be thanking me. I dressed up his toy real nice, gave him a total makeover. He's lucky that's all I did after what that thing did to my crew. We tried to rob his store and reload our crew. That's when his little toy unloaded on us. Lost some good disciples in that group. If anything, that freak should be paying me. I thought it was pretty clever. If I trashed it, it'd sting for a bit, but he'd get over it. So I took a can of spray paint and put my tag on it. Now, every time that Cyclops opens up that eye, he's gonna see my art on his buddy. Yeah, I do. And I'll make art out of your guts if you step out of line. And what makes you think I will? You think he scares me? I'm a disciple. My crew is exactly why I won't stop. Not until that Cyclops' blood is on the floor. You aren't playing around, are you? I felt my blood start to stir. Except that's why we hit up his store in the first place. We need more firepower. So I suggest you tell that one-eyed freak to go cry somewhere else. Fine by me, punk. Let's paint the walls with your blood. You're breaking us off!
I'm sure they had something we can use.
Sure, thanks. Keep them coming. It's been a rough day.
If you're in need of some extra relaxation today, perhaps I could interest you in a visit to the members' lounge?
Wish I could, but I can't swing that right now.
Understandable. In the meantime, please let me know if there's anything else you need. Plenty of space in the members' lounge today. Welcome. Please, make yourself comfortable. I can offer you a drink, or perhaps you're here seeking access to our members' lounge, where you can enjoy your Aurora experience in peace. Customers choose our lounge because they desire a more relaxed and sedate journey as they experience the joy of Aurora. We have no blaring music, no crowds, no chaos. The mood here is specifically crafted to allow a full range of mindful self-exploration. Sorry, no. Aurora sales are only permitted through the Astral Lounge. We simply provide a safe haven for you to enjoy it in peace. If you desire access to the lounge, you can purchase admittance for a completely reasonable fee. Otherwise, you're welcome to relax, listen to our music, and perhaps enjoy a chimera. Now sit back, relax, and unwind.
I like coming here. It lets me feel something else.
I'm not sure how much longer I can survive doing this lousy job.
You ever get nightmare sticks about... Good work. I hope you made him squirm. Fine by me. That delinquent little punk deserves it. Thanks. Sticks is gonna get a new paint job, a coat of wax, the works. He's gonna look brand new. Oh, and here, for your trouble. Sometimes, Sticks, I wonder how things would have been different if I took a different path. If I flip... the coin of life, and it came out heads instead of tails.
That side's a bad place for tourists these days.
Hey, buddy, why don't you throw a few credits my way, huh? Help a guy out, yeah? End up in the ocean? What the hell are you... Wait, no. He told me that everything was taken care of. No one would know. Listen, you gotta hear me out. I never meant to do anything. It was an accident. A friend, an old buddy in security. But that's all you're getting from me. I'd rather take my chances with you than with him. Why else? I needed some creds for Aurora, and everyone knows he and his wife run that shitty little shop. All they do is rip people off. He was bound to have creds. I got in a fight with Thomas. I asked him for some creds, but the bastard wouldn't give me anything. Things got out of hand. He ended up falling off the upper platform. It was an accident, I swear. Then I called my buddy in security and told him what happened. He took care of everything after that. Hell no, I'm not doing that. I'm a lot of things, but I'm not a rat. Listen, I messed up, I know that. But nothing can change what's already done. Just let me go and I'll disappear forever. No one will ever see me again. No one even needs to know I'm alive. Just, come on, just let me go. Oh my God. You don't need to worry. No one will ever see me again. I swear it.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
What's up? Welcome to Xenofresh Seafood. Welcome to Xenofresh Seafood. Would you like to try some trawl? Please refrain from insulting Xenofresh products while you're on the premise while you're in the store. If you wish to register a complaint, please fill out one of our comment slates and submit it to our corporate office. I am the manager.
Oh, this is absolutely hopeless. Just buy your disgusting fish paste in a tube and let's get out of here.
In the meantime, may I suggest you try a tube of trawl? It's won the Voli Benthic Cuisine Award 9 years in a row. Trawl will have you crawling back for more. Yeah, trust me, you don't want it. They take everything left over from the Aurora processing and grind it into a paste. Yeah, guts, bones, and all. And then they add some kind of oh God, what do they call it? Alginate? Yeah, they say they add that for vitamins. Gross, right? Hey, why don't you give me a break? I work at this shop all day, every day, elbow deep in trawl. It's gross. I mean, it totally sucks. Smelling like fish paste all the time. It doesn't scrub out. Believe me, I've tried. Look, I can't really talk about this. If they see me talking to a customer about anything but food, I'm gonna get fired and I can't lose this job. If they boot me out of here, I don't get my employee allotment of Aurora. Just give me a break, will ya? Next time, pick up a few extra tubes of trawl, you know.
Thomas didn't die of a heart attack. Sure, I suppose that would be fine. Please, tell me everything you know. I want to hear it all. I knew it. I just knew that I was being fed lies. Nothing added up right from the start. Neon security. How can they sleep at night and act like my husband's life wasn't worth anything? My husband's killer. Did you find him? What happened to him? Rusty. I believe he was one of the Generdyne workers that would come around and cause trouble. Steal things, vandalize, or the like. They were a rowdy bunch. My husband usually handled the troublemakers and became well acquainted with Rusty and his so-called friends. Vandalism and shoplifting is one thing, but murder? I just never thought things could go this far. So, what did you do with Rusty? Well, I guess I don't much care for what you did with him, as long as he paid for what he did. And about security, did you find out which officer is behind the cover-up? Yes, you're right. It just boils my blood thinking about what they did. But I must say that I feel oddly vindicated just by knowing the truth. The uncertainty was constantly eating away at me. At least I can take solace knowing that justice was served, at least to some degree. I never would have figured out the truth without you. I have credits for you here. Oh, you're so sweet. In any case, please know how grateful I am that you helped me. You're the only person to ever show kindness to me in this city. And now that I know the truth, I can try to focus on healing. Thank you for everything. from both myself and Thomas.
I need a drink.
Rather be doing this than getting mixed up with the gang.
Are you ready to feel euphorica?